Hi, Matty Guokas here with you once again at the bridge construction site, and they're back in business. Back from the long break, Memorial Day, and I have a treat. I know what that is. So that's the mechanism that's going to drill the mud out of the pipes so they can drop rebar down there and then put concrete. Might actually get to see them do something this morning. Ooh, ha, ha. It's not them, it's me. I don't stay around when they don't look like they're doing anything. All right, Matty Guokas here with you once again. I had to come up here to Jacksonville today, so monitoring this northbound. That's slow approach for entering the yard, of course. It was high green south of here. I'm gonna mosey back south though, see how far I can make it before without missing the train. Stay tuned. All right, so I made it a little south here to Greenland Road. I've been here for a couple minutes. I might have been able to make it to Bay Yard, but see the train headlight, get in position. He's cooking right now. All right, there go the gates. Remember, this is northbound. Did I say that? This is the northbound, probably the 202, first one of the day. All right. Interesting. So he didn't do the four-horn vertical, at least I didn't hear it. There's the tropical West Palm Beach. Here's the manifest. Fort Pierce. Dust in my eyes. Put the glasses back on. All right, the Tropicana. Well, so here's another part of the Tropicana story. The West Coast oranges are almost dead. And here's the intermodal from some from Fort Lauderdale, maybe, and some from that other place that I always forget the name of. Anyway, the West Coast, Florida West Coast orange crop is almost dead. They've had a series of problems, disease, and now drought. So at least there's a good bit of cars moving on the East Coast here from Fort Pierce. So good for Tropicana. Look at all this double stack. Alright, so he's starting to slow down as he approaches the entrance to the yard. Just a few miles north of here. Back where I just filmed that yellow signal. Alright, big long, beautiful train. Thursday, May 28th, by the way. He's here in what they call Magnolia. That's the airport there. I'm here a lot, but this is area they call Magnolia. The 905 slipped by me while I was at my one of my appointments, which is good because we got a train meet here in St. Augustine. Stay tuned. Here comes the northbound. This is that 5th Street crossing, just north of the county offices, which is Lewis Speedway. A little further to my left. Okay, here we go. Look at all these reefers, seaboard reefers. Holy cow, look at all this seaboard. So this is an exception of a train. This is the Garmin. So I say most of these trains are 95%, 99% empty. This is what will be a lot less than that if all these containers are loaded and those reefers are coming in loaded. Coming in from the port, meaning. Look at Amazon using the train all of a sudden. Maybe they have a glut of trailers in South Florida. They do have, Amazon has containers, domestic containers for rail use, but maybe the first time I've seen trailers on the train. Do I hear the 905 rolling, creeping down here? Yep, here it comes. So we're gonna get train meet, trains running simultaneously right next to each other. Look at it. So we got a nice block of empty cars. Let's see if the timing is right. Yep. Alright, there's the 905. Coming through. Sweet, look at this. How lucky am I? A block of empty well cars right when this 905 comes through. That's the Elkton Bunnell local, by the way, as a reminder. Big, long, beautiful northbound. Whoa, still coming. I think I see the end. Yeah, there's cars crossing at Lewis Speed right now. The rock train I know you've seen this, somebody, so that if these rock cars over by now, they'll get set out, and then he'll go down to Elkton, definitely with those 2 box cars. There is an aggregate customer down there too. And then he'll come back out, pick up the rock cars, and go to Bunnell. That's a formidable local today. Here's the end of it. Alright, look at that. Train meet in St. Augustine. Woohoo! Alright, I'm famous! These 2 kids riding the track. Not the tracks, but anyway, when they came past me, one of them said, "Hey, Matty Guokas." Anyway, they're just having some fun, getting some exercise. It's totally something I would have done, or did when I was a kid. Actually, when my dog died, I walked the tracks up in New Hampshire for miles. Matty Guokas here with you once again at my home crossing, State Road 206, and we got high green for the 107. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of a gray day, but stay tuned. All right, for anybody that's new here and everybody else, it's about 6:40 p.m. on Monday, June 1st, and I'm out here at my home crossing, which is what I mean by that is the closest crossing to my house. This time of night, I'll catch the FEC 107 southbound. It's an intermodal cutoff. It's an intermodal train. With a, what is it, 3:30 cut off now? Anyway, 3:30 p.m. and then they got to finish building the train and crew it and set it on its way. It's usually on its way out of Jacksonville by 6:30 p.m. FEC runs mixed trains. You'll probably see, watch me be, anyway. This train usually has a lot of auto racks on it. And there might be some other manifests on a Monday. It's not always a lot of manifests. But we'll see what we have today. Stay tuned. I came out a little early today because he spooked me on Saturday. I don't know if that's the right word, but on Saturday I came out at, I was going to Jacksonville to meet a friend and driving along US 1 and I didn't see any signal activity. And then all of a sudden the train appeared out of nowhere about 5:40 p.m., which is way earlier than usual. So I came out, it happens sometimes, so I come out early, and then I just sit here and wait. I listen to videos, read, I don't know, do banking, whatever I can do on my phone. And what I'm waiting for, there's a signal up there. You can't see it even if I zoom in, but, well, if it's on, you'll see it. There's a signal up there that it's a northbound signal facing south, that will come on red when the arrival of the train is imminent. Skunked is the word I was looking for. Sorry, not spooked. Skunked is when you go fishing and you don't catch anything. So I went train spotting and I didn't film any trains. It's not like there's trains every hour on this railroad. In fact, on Saturday, that's the only southbound train. So by the time it was past me, it was pouring out. I couldn't get ahead of it. I couldn't turn around and get ahead of it because the roads were literally covered with water, and to speed ahead of it, 75, 80 miles an hour would have been impossible with the car I drive. So I don't know what that animal is. A fox? It's right next to that sign. I can't really make it out of my eye. Even with binoculars, my eyes are so bad now. Okay, I can see it now. It's a small deer. We have small deer here in Florida. Yeah, we got small deer in Florida, fallow deer, they call them. Anyway, the one we saw before, I didn't film it. I was talking to a guy who stopped and say hi. Was a big doe for Florida standards. But, so it's now 7 p.m. If this train leaves at 6:30 or just before it, to not be a late train, it's got to be through the automatic train control switch at just south of the Bowden Yard by 6:30 p.m. to be an on-time train. Anyway, It gets here about 7:15, so stay tuned. All right, I know I'm talking a lot today, but I don't feel like I haven't been out that much lately. I haven't. I had a tooth infection. In fact, I'm still under that care. I go in tomorrow for some more work. I was able to get the infection gone and live a normal life. A lot of activity tonight, though. The kids on the bikes, deer, the motorcyclist guy who stopped. Did I mention that? Nice man, a home caregiver. Stopped on his motorcycle to say hi. Hey, more activity. There's a guy and there's those two guys that come out when the train goes by. There's obviously a home there. Or there's a guy and a kid, I think. Anyway, lots of activity tonight. Oh, brother, I think there's like 4 people up there tonight. Anyway, they're just coming out to see the train. The bugs that are out are the little no-see-ums. They're a nuisance, but they're not terrible. And people complain about the bugs in Florida. This is the least buggiest place I've ever lived. I mean, the mosquitoes here are like gnats. They don't even bite. Try the woods of New Hampshire where you get lost out there. The mosquitoes will suck enough blood out of your body that you'll die. And forget about it with the black flies, man. They leave a welt when they bite you. All right, what did I say? About 7:15. Yeah, can you see that light? That red light is on now. If you can't see it, I'm sorry, but that means the train will be coming around that corner any second. Actually, here it comes. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. The gate should go any second. Those people went in, so they're not blowing the horn up there like they usually do. Unless this is the crew that doesn't horn salute. There are a couple crews that don't blow the horn extra, and that's fine. Not why I'm out here. Oh boy, sorry for that. So it was only intermodal tonight. So I guess they cleared out all the manifests over the weekend. I got to come out here tomorrow night, Tuesday. There'll be a bunch of intermodal probably. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, make a liar out of me. Not a huge train, or well, wait a minute, we're not done yet. No, we're not done yet. Sorry, look too soon. They move these train cars, these trailer cars south a lot. A lot of trailers build up at that ramp, I can never remember the name of it. Anyway, it's near Fort Pierce. The Walmart distribution center is there. Now, and by the way, now it's now that they have that ramp, they're obviously serving Orlando and Orlando area. So look at that nice little tank car in the end. All right, there you go. Tonight's 107. Say, Guokas out.